Hey guys, I'm here today to update my Playbill collection for 2018. It's coming to an end and I have not updated I think since 2016, which is crazy. So let's jump right into this video or it's going to be extremely long. So we have Lion King, which you've seen before, Little House on the Prairie, Legally Blonde the musical, Les Mis, Jekyll and Hyde, Cinderella, Phantom of the Opera, Of Mice and Men, Beauty and the Beast, Jersey Boys, Kinky Boots, Bullets Over Broadway, Mamma Mia, She Loves Me, lyric theater production of ASL Incorporated Fiddler on the Roof, The Audience, Newsies, Miss Saigon, Rent 20th Anniversary Tour, Allegiance, and then this is for my second Broadway trip, On Your Feet, Color Purple, Dear Evan Hansen, and Aladdin. I think that's the last one you guys saw after that video. So this is from the same trip as like Aladdin and them. This is what the play that my dad saw instead of going to see Color Purple with me. And then I actually bought this OBC Hamilton Playbill. So yeah. So after that, the next show I saw was Pippin. I had never really heard about Pippin before. And so it was nice to go into a show without knowing anything. And it was really good. It was really entertaining and really fun. And the set was really cool too, because it's a circus. Then we have Motown the musical. Love Motown music. So I was really excited to finally get to see that. And then this is from West Side Story. So I've never actually seen West Side Story all the way through. I think I may have seen the movie. I don't remember the movie when I was younger. But yeah, so this is my first time seeing West Side Story all the way through. It was really awesome. Saw it with lyric also. And then I saw The Bodyguard with Deborah Cox. And that was really good. This is like the scariest opening to a musical I've ever seen. Spoiler alert, it starts off with a gunshot, and this was around the time that a lot of the shootings had been happening, and so when you hear a gunshot in the theater, you get real nervous real quick if you're not expecting it. So that was a crazy way to start, because it literally went gunshot, blacked out the entire theater, and then the musical started. It was crazy. But then next one is Come From Away. So I'm a bad theater person, and I haven't seen Come From Away in person, but I saw a bootleg, and I really love this musical. Highly recommend it. It's so awesome. So that's why I got the Playbill. And then, yes, I saw Color Purple again because it was that good. I saw it when it came on tour, and it was so awesome. I actually got second row pit orchestra seats, which was crazy. And I got them for rush price, which was even awesomer. So this was a really fun show. And then this is a Little Women Broadway Playbill. I got this because Little Women has a really deep, dear place in my heart. I did the show when I was a sophomore in high school, and I was the hag. And then this past year, I got to play Marmee and the hag in a college production, and it really helped me find my voice and really helped me a lot. So I'm so glad I found this Playbill. It means a lot to me, and please don't judge my nails. So sorry, just noticed that. And then next we have just these two leftover Aladdin Dear Evan Hansen Playbills from Broadway, signed by all the cast except Ben Platt, signed by the three leads, three OBC leads. If anyone's interested in purchasing them, DM me on YouTube and maybe we can make a deal. So let me put the camera down real quick. So that is the end of that book. I need to get a new Playbill binder. And now it's for the next set of stuff. So the next show I saw was Finding Neverland, and y'all, I cried in this because it was just so awesome, because there were so many little kids and it was their first show ever, seeing a professional show in a theater. So it was so sweet and so cool. And I have to say, yeah, the songs and stuff are great in this show, But like, if you're like a production person, go see the show, because this, the production value and the way they do the sets and the lighting and everything is so cool and so magical that it's a really awesome show and a really awesome find. So after that, these next couple ones are shows that I've seen and don't have playbills for anymore, or playbills that I bought because I just love the shows. So first is Ragtime. I have seen Ragtime before, but I don't know where the playbill went. So I found this Broadway playbill on an Instagram seller and decided to buy it. So there's my Ragtime. And then next is Porgy and Bess. Oh, love me some Queen Audra and King Norm Lewis. Love the show so much. Like, when I'm just feeling down, I will just blast "I loves you, Porgy," like, just to make me feel better and just to feel like a weirdo and a diva. So yeah, I love this show. Next is the Chorus Line. So this is the Broadway playbill from when Mario Lopez was in it. Again, I've seen Chorus Line in person. Just again, don't know where the playbill is. Next is Bridges of Madison County. Again, love this show. Kelly O'Hara is a queen also. So I really like the songs in the show, love the show in general, and I found this color playbill, so I was really happy for that. So I think that's the end of the ones that I bought because I couldn't find my playbills, or I just bought them just because. So now we get into my New York trip I just got back from. So for those who don't know, this past summer in August, I did a 2-week acting intensive with the Lindsay Mendez Ryan Scott Oliver actor therapy program, and it was a completely life-changing experience. So amazing. If you guys want, I can do a full video on my experience with them. You guys can ask me questions about it. I'd love to talk about that program because it was just so amazing and life-changing. Well, being in New York for 2 weeks, obviously I'm going to see some shows, and we also got to see 2 shows with the program. So yeah, the first show we saw was Carousel, obviously, because Lindsay was in it. Sadly, it just closed. So Carousel, such beautiful dancing, so awesome, so lovely. Lindsay definitely deserved her Tony. We all were freaking out. We all took a picture with her. You can go on her Instagram and see it outside on the stage door. But yeah, it's awesome. We didn't get to meet Jesse and them because it was a 2-show day, and like obviously they tired and they got places to go, people to see, so that's okay. And then the next show, so this was our first show with the program. We saw this on Wednesday night. The next day, me and my friend Brent were like, we really, really want to go see a show. And I said, well, let's go to the TKTS line. And he's like, I've never been to the TKTS line. What's that? So like 30 minutes before the show started, we went and got tickets to see Waitress with Katharine McPhee. Y'all, she killed this role. This was probably one of the like best shows I saw all trip. It was so awesome. The singing was top notch. Katharine totally made the character her own. Everyone was just great. And as you can see, it's only sung by one person because our stage door experience kind of got rained out. Well, it did get rained out. There was so much rain that night that they were like, we're not going to come out because we don't want people to just get drowned in the rain. But a couple days later, when I got done seeing another one of these shows that I'll show you, I was walking back to my apartment that I was staying at for the trip, and I saw Katie and Adam outside signing autographs still, and so I asked them real quick if I could take a picture with them, and they should sure. Adam just grabs my phone and like full on selfie mode, so I have a picture with them, and it's so awesome and so cool, and they were so sweet. And again, they both made the characters their own because their characters are really beloved in that musical, and I think they did a really, really awesome job. So yeah, next show after that, I think was the next Friday. Yeah, the next day. So I won lottery tickets to see Free Shakespeare in the Park. One of my New York bucket list items I was so excited to cross off. The show is obviously 12th night, as you can see. So cool, so awesome, very different experience, very interactive. And the whole show was just like really, really cool. And like I said, it was a bucket list item. I got to go with one of my friends from the program, and it was just another experience that I got to have, which was so cool. But yeah, 12th night. Would so recommend Shakespeare in Central Park. Like I said, it's such a cool experience. So after that, the next day, me, the friend I went to 12th night with, and then 2 other friends decided to go try and get rush tickets for a brand new musical. And that musical is, you probably already saw it, but Pretty Woman. So we got to see Pretty Woman while it was still in previews because it like opened like 2 or 3 days after I left. And yeah, love this show. I've seen the movie about halfway through, so I haven't seen the whole thing yet, but I knew I really, really wanted to see it because Samantha Barks and Annie Carl and Orfeh and all of them, Tommy. And it was a really colorful, fun production. I can do a full review on it if you would like. The cast album just came out, and I would recommend you listening to that album, especially the songs You and I, Can't Go Back, Rodeo Drive, and Anywhere But Here. And what else? Something About Her, I think. Yeah. But yeah, really enjoy this. We got rush tickets in the balcony? No, not the balcony. Box seats, that's what they're called. But yeah, so it was like really awesome. We got to go see that. We didn't stage door this because it was like super hot. We were all so tired because we'd been doing the program all week. And I might send this back to get it signed because it was really awesome. So yeah, next show was the next day. So we saw this on Friday, Saturday of the first week. And then Sunday we got to see our second show with the program, and that is Hello Dolly. So we saw Sunday matinee, so we got to see it with Donna Murphy. She signed it. And then she signed it, and then this is Gavin Creel, and this is another ensemble member. This is my longest stage door experience. I don't regret it because it was cool to meet Donna Murphy, and she's so sweet, but it was a very long time that I waited at the stage door with my friend. But I loved this show a lot. I thought it was so amazing how Donna Murphy could just literally give 2 craps about what was happening. Like, she was owning the stage, owning her part. She knew she was a diva, and she was awesome. And she got a standing ovation, like, first entrance, and it was so awesome and so cool. And then the waiter scene with the hands, the iconic dolly hands with the waiters, that got a standing ovation also, and it was so cool. So yeah, Hello Dolly was the second day. And then a couple days later, I was like, I really need to get out. I need to like stop focusing on acting work because I had like scene today work and monologue work, and I was like, I just need to go see a show. So a couple days later, I saw SpongeBob SquarePants, the musical that also just closed on Broadway, same day as Carousel. And this was a really fun, cute show, very catchy songs, but again, it was one of those shows where I was like crying because I was like, oh, these kids, like some of like their first Broadway shows, and it's so amazing, and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, and we actually saw Tina Landau. I saw her sitting there when we were exiting to go to the stage door, and I was like, is that Tina Landau? Like, I really think that's her. And I almost asked her, but I didn't, and I know I should have because I was like, oh, I recognize you. Yeah, so SpongeBob. Ethan signed it. Yeah, and like a bunch of different people. It was really cool and really fun. And I wish Ethan a long career. He's really, really a great actor. So next show I saw was Once on This Island. So I was wanting to see this show the whole entire time. I knew this was the one show I desperately had to see because I'd been like listening to the album and like watching all the videos, and like I said, I really wanted to see it. So I finally did get to see it, and it exceeded my expectations. It was so awesome, so catchy. I've been listening to the soundtrack nonstop since I got home. I love it so much. There's just the storytelling Michael Arden did with his directing, and like, oh, it was so good. And it was also so cool to see a show in that 360-degree space because I've never done that before. And the whole entire cast was amazing. Saw a lot of understudies that night, and they were all so awesome. And I went to the stage door, and a couple days earlier, like a higher power was on my side, because a couple days earlier, before I went to my voice lesson, I saw Isaac Powell in a Dwayne Reed And I got to take a picture with him and blah, blah, blah. And a higher power sent him to that day to me. Sorry, I can't speak. I know because he didn't come out to the stage door that night. So that was like the higher power saying, I'm sending to him to you now because you won't see him later. But yeah, like I said, Once on This Island, 10 out of 10 would recommend. The show needs to just keep going and going and going. It's so awesome. So yeah. This was like the Friday, so it was the last day of the trip that the acting portion of it. I still had like 2 days left. So that Saturday, I decided to go sightseeing, and I was super, super tired. So I just went back to my apartment and rested. And then the next day, I saw my last 2 shows with my parents because they flew in to see me. And the first show we saw that day was The Band's Visit. I have now seen the Tony winner for Best Musical 2 years in a row because I saw Dear Evan Hansen, and then I saw Band's Visit. Yeah. I think they were in a row of each other. But love this show. It's so awesome. Again, everyone's so talented. The set is really cool, the way it transforms. So awesome. What's her name? Wow, I just forgot it. But the main lady who plays Dina, please someone tell me in the comments. Because oh my God, what's her name? That makes me so upset that I don't remember. But she is like a goddess and a queen. I didn't get to meet her at the stage door, but she's so beautiful. Her singing's awesome. I'm so glad I got to meet Adam Cantor, and we had a really nice conversation outside in the stage door, which is awesome. Again, really like a quiet, simple show, but it was really powerful and really beautiful. So that was the second to last show I saw on my New York trip. And the last show I saw was actually my first off-Broadway production. So on this trip, I saw like my first musical in a 360-degree experience. I saw my first Shakespeare in the Park, and I saw my first off-Broadway production, which is Jersey Boys. Yes, I saw Jersey Boys again, and I love this musical, and I don't regret it being the last show of the trip. What was really cool about this experience is one of my dance teachers for the program. Her name is Bethany. And she's a beautiful, talented dancer. Like, she needs to get in a show right now because she's so awesome. But her boyfriend, his name is Cory, and he plays Bob Gaudio in this show. And so I was like, I really, really want to go see Cory in action because I met him a couple times during the program. Like, he did a panel, and we saw him when we went to Carousel. It was a super cool guy, really sweet. And so I told my parents, I was like, I really want to go see Jersey Boys, and I also want to go see Cory. So we went and we saw Cory, and I met up with Cory afterwards, and it was so cool to like talk and see him again. And again, Jersey Boys is just always a fun night. If you're looking for an awesome, fun night at the theater with really catchy music, go see Jersey Boys. So yeah, this was my trip to New York this past summer. And this is my updated Playbill collection. Like I said, if you guys want a full video of my actor therapy experience with like details about the program so you can see if maybe you want to do it and see if it's worth it, because I know there's not a lot of videos explaining it on YouTube, but yeah, just comment below and ask me for it, and I'd be happy to do it for you guys. But yeah, I'm glad I finally got to do this video. Give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and more content will be coming soon. All right, bye guys.